Welcome the rare gems. Most people spend their lives running a race they never signed up for. They chase promotions, buy things they don't need, and constantly compare themselves to others, hoping to prove they're doing well. But no matter how much they achieve, there's always something bigger, better, or more impressive just out of reach. The race never ends because the goalpost keeps moving. The Sigma female sees this for what it is, a trap designed to keep people endlessly chasing, never satisfied. And she refuses to play. She has no interest in impressing people who don't matter. She doesn't waste energy competing for validation or status. While others are obsessed with appearing successful, she is focused on being fulfilled. She understands that true happiness doesn't come from outdoing someone else. It comes from living on her own terms. That's why she's not tempted by every new trend, every societal expectation, or every flashy upgrade. If something doesn't serve her purpose, she ignores it. She has seen how the need to keep up consumes people. They climb the corporate ladder only to realize they hate their job. They buy expensive things to signal success, but still feel empty. They push themselves to prove their worth to people who wouldn't even notice if they disappeared. The Sigma female finds all of this pointless. She doesn't need to be the richest, the most famous, or the most admired. She just needs to be free. This is what sets her apart. While others are exhausted from the constant chase, she moves with peace. She defines success for herself, and because of that, she actually enjoys her life instead of racing through it. The world tells people to run faster, push harder, and never settle. The Sigma female simply steps off the track, and in doing so, she wins a game she was never even playing. Dear Rare Gems, to truly grasp today's topic, you need to see it in the right context. Let's dive in, Rare Gems. Number 1. She knows how to turn nothing into something. Most people believe success is reserved for those who start with the right resources, the right connections, or the right timing. They look at their circumstances and convince themselves that they need more money, more support, more advantages, before they can make a move. This mindset keeps them stuck, waiting for life to hand them an opportunity instead of creating one themselves. The Sigma female doesn't think this way. She knows that everything she needs is already within her, and if the right door doesn't exist, she'll build one herself. She has seen how people let obstacles stop them. They complain about not having the right background, the right education, or the right network. They hesitate, waiting for conditions to be perfect before they take action. But she knows that waiting is just another form of fear. Instead of focusing on what she doesn't have, she focuses on what she can do. If she lacks resources, she finds a way to work around it. If she faces rejection, she pivots and tries again. She doesn't see obstacles as dead ends. She sees them as tests of creativity, resilience, and strategy. That's why she's different. While others are stuck in a cycle of excuses, she's taking what little she has and turning it into something valuable. She doesn't sit around wishing for better circumstances. She creates them. She knows that waiting for the perfect moment is a trap, and the only real way forward is to start where she is, with what she has, and make it work. Most people will spend their lives hoping for a chance. The Sigma female doesn't hope. She builds. She understands that success isn't about having the best starting point. It's about knowing how to turn nothing into something over and over again until there's no denying what she's created. Number 2. Freedom is priceless. Most people will give up their freedom without even realizing it. They chase opportunities that seem better on the surface, but when the excitement fades, they realize the true cost, compromise, control, and a slow erosion of who they really are. A high-paying job that demands their soul. A relationship that looks perfect on the outside but strips them of their individuality. A lifestyle that seems luxurious but comes with invisible chains. The Sigma female refuses to fall into this trap. She knows that nothing is worth trading her freedom for. Not money, not status, not security. She has seen how easily people give up their autonomy for comfort. They stay in jobs they hate because the paycheck is steady. They remain in relationships that suffocate them because they fear being alone. They follow paths they never wanted because stepping off the track seems too risky. They convince themselves that this is just how life works: compromise, settle, endure. But the Sigma female rejects that mindset. She would rather struggle on her own terms than live comfortably under someone else's control. That's why she is careful with her choices. She doesn't grab onto every so-called opportunity just because it looks good. She asks herself the real question: what will this cost me? If the price is her independence, her authenticity, or her ability to move freely, she walks away without hesitation. She is not afraid to say no, to start over, or to take the harder road if it means keeping her freedom intact. While others sell pieces of themselves for short-term security, she remains untamed. She understands that true success isn't measured by what you own, but by how much of yourself you still have at the end of the day. The world is full of people who live in golden cages, mistaking comfort for happiness. But the Sigma female knows better, because nothing, absolutely nothing, is worth more than the ability to live life on her own terms. Number 3, she's immune to FOMO, fear of missing out. Most people live in a constant state of restlessness, always wondering if they're missing out on something better. They switch careers because a new opportunity might be more exciting. They end relationships because someone else might be more compatible. They chase social trends, fearing that staying still means falling behind. But the Sigma female doesn't operate this way. She doesn't make decisions based on fear, insecurity, or external pressure. She moves with intention, not impulse. FOMO is a powerful force, driving people to abandon what they have for something unproven. It makes them believe that happiness, success, or love is always somewhere else, just out of reach. They follow the crowd, terrified of being left behind. But the Sigma female knows that this mindset is a trap. She isn't seduced by the illusion of what could be when she already knows the value of what is. She understands that true fulfillment doesn't come from constantly chasing new experiences. It comes from fully committing to what aligns with her purpose. She doesn't second-guess herself when others rush toward the next trend, the next big opportunity, or the next exciting experience. If she chooses to move on from something, it's not because she fears missing out. It's because she knows it no longer serves her. And if she stays, it's not because she's afraid of change, but because she recognizes real value when she sees it. This ability to trust herself, to stay rooted in her own path, is what sets her apart. While others exhaust themselves trying to be everywhere, do everything, and keep up with everyone, she remains focused. She knows that chasing every option leads to nothing but distraction. The world is full of people who can't sit still, who are always looking for the next thrill, the next validation, the next what if. But she refuses to be one of them. She doesn't fear missing out, because she's already exactly where she's meant to be. Number 4, she knows that many better options are just repackaged lies. People are quick to believe that something new automatically means something better. A new relationship, a different job, a fresh group of friends, it all seems exciting at first. The unknown carries an illusion of perfection because the flaws haven't revealed themselves yet. But the Sigma female isn't fooled. She's seen this pattern too many times to fall for it. She watches as others chase after better options, only to find themselves in the same situations they tried to escape. A job that once seemed like a dream turns out to have the same office politics and demanding workload. A new relationship, so thrilling in the beginning, eventually reveals the same issues of miscommunication, unmet expectations, and personal insecurities. A fresh social circle, full of exciting new faces, often leads to the same drama, betrayal, and shallow interactions. The cycle repeats because the problem was never the external situation. It was the mindset of the person chasing the illusion. The Sigma female understands that no matter how appealing something looks from the outside, every situation comes with its own set of challenges. She refuses to be someone who jumps from one thing to another, believing happiness is always just one more change away. She knows that true satisfaction comes from depth, not novelty. She isn't afraid of the work it takes to build something meaningful, whether it's a career, a relationship, or personal growth. While others grow bored and restless, always searching for the next best thing, she stays focused. She invests her time and energy where it matters, because she knows something that most people don't. Most better options are just the same old story, wrapped in a shinier package. She doesn't waste time chasing illusions. She builds, refines, and strengthens what's already in front of her. While others keep running in circles, convinced the grass is greener elsewhere, she stands firm, knowing she doesn't need a new path. She just needs to make the one she's on even stronger. Number 5. She understands that instant gratification is a trap. Most people are addicted to quick rewards. They want results now, pleasure now, success now. They jump into relationships for the thrill only to leave when the spark fades. They chase opportunities that promise overnight success, never sticking around long enough to build something meaningful. They make impulsive choices, not because they are the right ones, but because they don't want to wait. But the Sigma female is different. She sees through this cycle and refuses to fall into the trap of instant gratification. She knows that anything worth having takes time. A solid career isn't built overnight. A meaningful relationship isn't sustained by fleeting passion alone. Personal growth doesn't happen in a few weeks. While others get frustrated when things don't happen fast enough, she stays patient. She doesn't abandon her goals just because they take time. She understands that the best things in life require persistence, discipline, and endurance. Society glorifies the quick fix, fast money, instant fame, effortless love. People are constantly chasing the next high, the next distraction, the next thing that makes them feel good in the moment. But the Sigma female doesn't make decisions based on temporary feelings. She doesn't quit just because something gets hard. She doesn't chase temporary thrills that leave her empty later. She knows that what is easy now often leads to regret later, while what is difficult now leads to real satisfaction. This mindset makes her unstoppable. While others burn out, lose focus, or get lost in their impulses, she keeps building. She's not looking for the fastest way. She's looking for the right way. And because of this, she achieves what most people never will. The world is full of people chasing shortcuts. But the Sigma female knows that the long game is the only game worth playing. Number 6. She recognizes that most people are running in circles. Most people think they're moving forward, but in reality they're just running in circles. They switch jobs, believing the next one will finally bring satisfaction, only to find themselves dealing with the same frustrations, just with different faces and a different office. They jump from one relationship to another, convinced that the problem was their partner, only to discover that the same conflicts, insecurities, and disappointments follow them. They relocate, thinking a new city will bring excitement and purpose, but soon realize that the same personal struggles remain, no matter where they go. The Sigma female sees this pattern clearly, and she refuses to be part of it. She understands that most people don't actually solve their problems, they just change the scenery. They don't work on themselves, so they end up in the same situations, repeating the same mistakes. They chase the illusion that a fresh start will magically erase their inner struggles. But the truth is, nothing really changes until they do. Instead of blindly jumping from one thing to another, hoping for a different result, the Sigma female takes a different approach. She stops, reflects, and evolves. She knows that true growth isn't about escaping discomfort, but about facing it head-on. While others run from their problems, only to find them waiting at the next stop, she confronts them, learns from them, and rises above them. That's why she doesn't waste time chasing new beginnings that lead nowhere. She focuses on real transformation, making internal changes that create lasting results. The world is filled with people exhausting themselves in an endless loop, always searching, never finding. But the Sigma female doesn't chase illusions. She moves with purpose, knowing that real progress isn't about running, it's about mastering the path she's already on. And that's why, while others remain stuck in their cycles, she keeps rising. Number 7. She doesn't chase temporary highs. Most people live for the rush. They crave excitement, chasing anything that makes them feel alive in the moment. A new job that seems thrilling, a fresh relationship that feels like magic, a spontaneous opportunity that promises adventure. They dive in head first, convinced that this must be the thing that finally fulfills them. But the Sigma female doesn't fall for that trap. She knows that if something is built on nothing but excitement, it's bound to fade just as quickly as it appeared. She has seen it happen too many times. People get swept up in the thrill of something new only to find themselves disappointed when reality sets in. The job that seemed perfect starts to feel just like the last one. The relationship that felt electric in the beginning starts to show cracks. The new opportunity that seemed like a dream turns out to be just another distraction. The pattern repeats itself because they weren't looking for substance. They were looking for a high. But she operates differently. She doesn't make choices based on how exciting something feels in the moment. She looks deeper. She asks the hard questions. Is this meaningful? Is this aligned with my values? Will this still matter when the excitement wears off? If the answer is no, she doesn't waste her time. She doesn't need constant highs to feel alive. She values depth over distractions, commitment over fleeting thrills, and long-term fulfillment over momentary pleasure. That's why she moves with intention while others move on impulse. She doesn't jump from one thing to another, hoping to keep the excitement alive. Instead, she builds something real, something lasting. While others keep searching for their next rush, she stands firm, knowing that true fulfillment comes not from chasing highs, but from creating something meaningful that lasts long after the excitement is gone. Number 8. She knows that most people don't even know what they want. Most people spend their lives chasing things they don't even truly want. They convince themselves that success looks like a high-paying job, a big house, or a relationship that meets society's expectations. They pursue goals that were handed to them by their parents, their peers, or social media, never stopping to ask if any of it actually matters to them. They jump from one pursuit to another, hoping that the next achievement, the next thrill, the next milestone will finally bring fulfillment. But it never does. The Sigma female sees this chaos for what it is, a directionless chase with no real purpose. She refuses to fall into that trap. While others look outward, she looks inward. She doesn't follow trends, she doesn't seek validation, and she doesn't let the world tell her what she should want. She is crystal clear on who she is, what fulfills her, and what is truly worth her energy. Because of this, she doesn't waste time chasing empty goals. If something doesn't align with her values and purpose, she walks away without a second thought. She doesn't need to try everything to figure out what matters. She already knows. This is what sets her apart. While most people wander aimlessly, making choices based on fear, insecurity, or outside pressure, she moves with precision. She doesn't chase something just because it looks good on paper. She isn't distracted by what other people think is impressive. She doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. That kind of clarity is rare. The world is full of people who don't even understand themselves, yet they spend their lives chasing something, hoping it will make them whole. But the Sigma female doesn't search for meaning. She creates it. While others remain lost, she moves forward with purpose, completely in control of her own path. Number 9. Everywhere has its demons. Most people believe that moving on, switching environments, or starting over will erase their struggles. They tell themselves that if they leave their town, change jobs, or find a new relationship, everything will finally feel right. But no matter where they go, the same patterns emerge. The same doubts creep in. The same emotions resurface. Because the truth is, the problem was never just the environment, it was them. The Sigma female understands this better than anyone. She knows that no matter how far you run, you always take yourself with you. And if you haven't confronted your own darkness, it will follow you everywhere. She has seen people chase fresh starts, thinking a new setting will bring peace. But once the excitement fades, reality sets in. The same insecurities, fears, and frustrations they thought they left behind begin to reappear. That's because the external world is only a reflection of what's happening inside. If you haven't resolved your inner battles, no amount of change will make you feel whole. Instead of running, the Sigma female stands her ground. She confronts what others avoid, the wounds, the doubts, the unresolved pain. She knows that true freedom isn't found in escape, but in mastery of self. That's why she doesn't waste time chasing illusions. She doesn't make impulsive decisions just to feel different for a moment. She sits with her discomfort, learns from it, and transforms it into strength. While others are in a constant cycle of running from their own shadows, she is breaking free from them. The world is full of people searching for a place where everything feels perfect. But the Sigma female knows the truth. There is no perfect place, no perfect life, no escape from the self. That's why, instead of looking for peace somewhere else, she builds it within herself. And once she does, no matter where she goes, she is unshakable. Number 10. She has no interest in keeping up. Most people spend their lives running a race they never signed up for. They chase promotions, buy things they don't need, and constantly compare themselves to others, hoping to prove they're doing well. But no matter how much they achieve, there's always something bigger, better, or more impressive just out of reach. The race never ends because the goalpost keeps moving. The Sigma female sees this for what it is, a trap designed to keep people endlessly chasing, never satisfied. And she refuses to play. She has no interest in impressing people who don't matter. She doesn't waste energy competing for validation or status. While others are obsessed with appearing successful, she is focused on being fulfilled. She understands that true happiness doesn't come from outdoing someone else. It comes from living on her own terms. That's why she's not tempted by every new trend, every societal expectation, or every flashy upgrade. If something doesn't serve her purpose, she ignores it. She has seen how the need to keep up consumes people. They climb the corporate ladder only to realize they hate their job. They buy expensive things to signal success, but still feel empty. They push themselves to prove their worth to people who wouldn't even notice if they disappeared. The Sigma female finds all of this pointless. She doesn't need to be the richest, the most famous, or the most admired. She just needs to be free. This is what sets her apart. While others are exhausted from the constant chase, she moves with peace. She defines success for herself, and because of that, she actually enjoys her life instead of racing through it. The world tells people to run faster, push harder, and never settle. The Sigma female simply steps off the track, and in doing so, she wins a game she was never even playing. Number 11. Success is built, not found. Most people waste their lives searching for an easy way up. They chase the illusion that the right job, the right connection, or a lucky break will hand them everything they've ever wanted. They convince themselves that success is something you find, a door you stumble upon if you're in the right place at the right time. But the Sigma female knows better. She understands that real success isn't discovered by accident. It's built through discipline, strategy, and relentless effort. She doesn't waste time hoping for shortcuts because she knows they rarely exist. She has seen how people fool themselves into thinking that the next opportunity will magically change their lives. They switch careers expecting instant fulfillment. They start projects but abandon them the moment it gets hard. They envy those who have what they want, assuming they got there by luck. But the Sigma female doesn't fall for that illusion. She knows that every meaningful achievement is the result of patience, persistence, and a willingness to do the work when no one is watching. That's why she moves differently. While others are searching for an easier path, she's creating one. She doesn't waste time fantasizing about overnight success or comparing herself to people who took years to build what they have. She focuses on the long game, knowing that true success isn't about how fast you get there. It's about how solid the foundation is when you arrive. The world is full of people waiting for something to happen to them. But the Sigma female isn't waiting for permission, luck, or the perfect conditions. She's building, piece by piece, choice by choice, moment by moment. And while others are still searching, she's already creating the life they only dream about. The world is full of illusions, shiny promises of something better, something easier, something more fulfilling just beyond the horizon. People exhaust themselves chasing these mirages only to find that every so-called fresh start comes with its own struggles. The Sigma female refuses to fall for the lie. She doesn't waste her time searching for greener grass because she understands that true fulfillment isn't about where you are, it's about who you are. She has learned that the external world will never bring lasting happiness if the internal world is in chaos. Running away doesn't heal wounds. New beginnings don't erase old patterns. And no matter how far you go, you will always meet yourself there. That's why she chooses to stand firm, to work through her battles rather than avoiding them. and to create a life that fulfills her from the inside out. It's easy to believe that the answer lies somewhere else. That if you just had a different job, a different partner, a different life, everything would fall into place. But the Sigma female knows better. She understands that peace isn't something you find, it's something you build. And once you've built it, no circumstance, no setback, no change of scenery can take it away from you. So let the world chase its illusions. Let others keep searching, keep running, keep convincing themselves that happiness is always somewhere else. The Sigma female will stay exactly where she needs to be, rooted, unshaken, and completely in control of the life she has chosen. And when Sigma female moves, she is moving because it's necessary, and for a greater purpose. Thank you for watching The Rare Gems, and God bless you.